Yeah, good evening to you guys. We are right on a hill that is just a little bit of feet away from the eastbound lanes of the US 60. As you mentioned, both westbound and eastbound lanes completely shut down right over my shoulder here. This is right where the 60 and the 74 East meet. I would say we're maybe 5 to 6 miles east of the town of Wickenburg. Of course, the Jones fire burning just south of downtown Wickenburg in a river bottom that's about 100 acres. The fire is about 100 acres in length right now. But what you're looking at right now is this cutoff point. Both the Arizona Department of Transportation and state troopers are not allowing anybody entry past the town of Morristown, again, right where the 60 and 74 meet, into Wickenburg. It's just completely shut down right now. Let's take it a video now. We talked with the man here on your screen's wife. This is Gregory. He was parked over here, I would say about 30 to 45 minutes ago. He decided to just get out of his car and start walking on foot, making the 5 to 6 mile trek into where he lives, which, as we understand from talking to his wife, Nancy, is an area that is on set status. They are not on go status, so they are not in an immediate evacuation zone, but they are prepared to go. He had life-saving medications. He has a dog at home. He has a guitar he wanted to save from potentially flames. So he had a lot of reason to get out of his car right at this stoppage point and immediately take off to his home and gather those life-saving belongings. Take a listen to what Nancy told us as she saw her husband get out of the car and make that trek in the heat. Take a listen.
Pretty anxious. I don't like him out there. I mean, I know he could do it because he walks, we walk in the heat, we hike, we do things, but that's still a lot. Right. That's a lot.
And did it come as a surprise to you when you first approached the ADOT worker and said, can we come through, this is where we live, that they didn't allow you entry?
It was a little surprising. Yeah, it was. But it looks like there are more people there now, so it looks like we got a hive mind, so more people in.
What is your understanding of the current situation? You went back down there and asked, and what did they say?
They're checking your ID. If your address is within the set zone, not the go. If you're in the go zone, they're not going to let you through because there's a lady over here who lives downtown Wickenburg and she can't get back home because that's where the fire is, the evacuation is. So but I can go.
So that was an interview we did just about 10 minutes ago. Of course, Nancy at this point now was able to get into her car. She was allowed through the closure here. And at this point, I suspect, is with her husband, who was already 3 miles in on foot. We talked to him by phone. He's a former Marine. He said that it was really instantaneous for him to just pick up his water bottle, immediately go, because that's what was necessary. As I mentioned, about 45 minutes to an hour ago, when they were not allowing anybody past this blockade on the 60. Of course, as Nancy mentioned there, it's our understanding that if you are living in an area that is a set status area or further to the east, they will allow you entrance. But if you're in one of those go evacuation zones closer to downtown Wickenburg, it's just far too close to the actual flames that they're trying to put out right now. So that's our understanding of who's allowed entry past the blockade. But right now, if you're in that go zone, it doesn't appear as you're allowed into the town of Wickenburg. We'll send it back to you guys.
Yeah, well, it's tough to tell a Marine he can't do something.
Yeah.
You know, especially when he sees a way around an obstacle, you know. But I was just thinking about it too. So because they were in set, all he would have had to have done is gotten to the house, then he could have gathered things, and if they were in go, he could grab the dogs and probably drive out in a different car or get a ride or something, so he wouldn't be walking both directions, right?
I think that was his goal, was to just get to the house, and then I think they would allow him to drive from his home eastbound on the 60 back to this blockade, where at this point there's a line of cars and trucks and semi-trailers. It's really just an unknown right now as to how long this closure will be in place, but it is right now, and I think people are rolling up to it, maybe not even knowing that there's a fire in Wickenburg and having to be faced with potentially making a decision here. So,
Keep us posted.
Good work, Sean.
Yeah.
Thank you.